hi Christina. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. So I believe you're wanting to start doing some exercise.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good start, isn't it?
Yes.
So we just need to fill out this form. It's called a pre-screening form. And the reason we need to fill it out is because I just need to make sure that everything's okay for you medically and health-wise, that you haven't got any conditions that are going to make it difficult for you.
Right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to give you this form. If you can complete just the first page, there are a few other pages, but we'll start with this first one, which is about your medical information.
Right.
If you can just complete that and then let me know if you've got any questions. Thank you.
That's my pleasure.
So that one's a no. So it says here for blood pressure, it's either over 140 or you're on blood pressure medication.
Yes.
Which one is that?
Blood pressure medication.
And have you been on the blood pressure medication for a while?
4 months.
And do you need to be on it for much longer, do you know?
I would say so.
Okay, it's an ongoing?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So the next part of the form is your history about your body, if you've had any injuries, if you feel any pain in any different areas,
Right.
and if you've had any surgeries or if there's anything that I need to be aware of to make sure we don't bring those injuries back.
Right.
I'll just get you to complete this one too.
I know I've got those. But
That's okay, we can have a chat about that too.
some of that. Yeah. See.
It must be a bit painful for you.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's good.
Never. See, I don't really know what to do about these because I'm not on them forever.
Which ones are you on?
None of those.
Oh, well then that's okay.
Okay. Right. Who signs this?
I need you to fill out your name and signature, please. It's very neat handwriting you've got.
You think?
All good, yeah.
There you go,
Wonderful.
Stephanie.
Thanking you. So, it says here that you've got pain or injury to your knees.
Yes.
Is that both knees?
No, only one.
Which one?
The right.
And can you feel it on the front and the back?
No.
No, just the front.
Yes.
And do you know what's
No,
called
the side.
the side?
Mm.
The inside or the outside?
No, the outside on the side.
The outside.
Mm.
And do you know what's causing that pain?
Well, yes, I do actually. I broke it.
Oh, okay. When was that?
In about 1980.
Okay. And what happened?
Well, I got hit by a motorbike and
Okay.
broke my, I can't remember the name of it, but it's got a name.
Patella? It's your knee.
No, on the side,
Okay.
where it joins. Because that's why they couldn't plaster it. Because it was a joint and it had to be kept moving.
So it would be a tendon?
No, it's a bone.
Okay. Broken in a motorbike accident.
And they wanted to put a pin in it,
Yes.
but I didn't want one.
So what did you do instead?
Nothing.
Okay.
He said, you'll regret this when you're older.
Okay.
And I do.
And what brings on the pain?
It's not really a pain. It goes out of joint.
Okay. So
It's
maybe,
like a click.
do you wear a knee support brace
No.
around it?
No,
So maybe that would help.
because it's not there all the time. Certain movements.
Which are the movements that make it do that or make it feel like it's doing that?
Well, I really don't know because I can be in bed and stretch my legs and it will do it.
Okay.
And then I have to click it back. I'll just get more water.
Okay. Is there any other times that you notice it feels like it's clicking in or out? No.
No, not when I walk or anything.
Okay. Just when you lengthen it.
Mm.
It's like when the
Yeah.
body's stretched out,
Yes.
it then, okay. And then to get it back into place, what do you do?
Bend it.
Bend it a certain way?
Oh, I don't know. Just, I don't, yeah. No.
Well, there's a few things we can try. One of them being to wear a knee brace around to give it extra support. And then we could possibly try doing some cycling, which is good rehab for the knee.
Okay. Sounds good.
And do you still see a physio or anyone?
No,
for that?
no,
Okay,
no.
okay. Have you thought maybe that might help?
Yes.
Okay. And then the other box you've ticked is your neck and shoulders.
Yes, I'm sure that's down to hairdressing.
Okay. And is that on both
No,
sides? Which side is that
the
on?
right.
Also the right.
Yes.
And is that also front and back? Or just at the front or on the side?
Well, it's there.
Okay, so it's a little bit on the back as well.
Hmm. But it's not major pain.
Okay.
It comes and goes, and I find I find massage helps that a lot, or heat packs.
Okay. And And what type of pain is it? Is it a dull pain or an ache?
It's an ache.
It's an ache.
Yes.
And is there certain times that you feel this pain more than
No.
others?
No.
Is it just constantly always there?
No.
Oh,
No, it's not.
so when is it there?
After I've done big blow waves.
Okay. So we might be able to do some exercises that can help strengthen that area to alleviate that pain, or maybe some stretches.
That sounds good.
Okay, great. And I see that you've signed this form down here, which is wonderful. So the last section that we're going to fill out is the programming information, and it's about which areas you'd like to focus on, any history of exercise you've done in the past, and then your availability. And then there's also some boxes at the bottom about things that you enjoy and you don't like doing.
Right. Okay. There you go, Stephanie.
That's wonderful. Now I'm just going to check my phone because I think it's going to die. Okay, so let's start with your history of exercise. I see that you've got aerobic exercise, group exercise, general, and you used to have a membership as well. How often have you exercised in the past?
Quite often.
Okay.
Quite regularly.
Yeah.
Except for the last 20 years.
Oh, okay, right.
Or 15.
That's okay. It's better to start now, isn't it? Than not at all. So, when you were exercising, how often were you going?
At least every second day.
Every second day. So
3-4 times a week.
3-4 times a week. And what were you doing when you would exercise?
Mainly at the gym.
What would you do? Weights?
Yes.
Okay. And cardio?
Oh, is that like a bike?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And the rowing machine.
Okay.
But I didn't like it.
You didn't like the rowing machine?
No.
No. It would hurt your shoulders, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I thought so. Weights and bike. Would you do the bike for your cardio, or would you do some walking as well?
I did both.
So that would probably be moderate intensity level.
Mm-hmm.
And how long do you think you'd work out for each of those 3 to 4 sessions?
At least an hour.
Okay. So then also based on what you just said about the rowing machine, you've written it here. So you don't like the rowing machine and you don't like
Running. No.
Is there anything else that you wouldn't like to include in the program I write for you?
No.
Okay. And but you do enjoy walking, the bike and Pilates?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you're available Monday, Wednesday and Sunday. Okay. So for your goals, you've ticked muscle mass, body fat, flexibility, general health and general energy.
Yeah.
Is there a specific type of exercise that you'd like to focus on?
My core.
Your core. So you want to gain some strength in your core?
Yes.
And when you think about having a strong core, what does that feel like or look like to you?
My jeans would look better.
Your jeans would look better?
Yes.
In what way?
They'd fit better. I wouldn't have a puffy tummy.
Okay. So maybe we could take some before and after photos, or would you rather do measurements?
I would rather do measurements.
Measurements?
Yes.
So we'll get you a strong core, which will help with losing some body fat and your
Yes.
general health and flexibility.
Yes.
Maybe we could incorporate some Pilates and some cardio.
Yes.
And so you'd like to have a goal of looking fitter and feeling better into your jeans?
You're mainly feeling better.
Mainly
Feeling trimmer.
Feeling
Around the middle.
Okay. And if we looked at doing some exercise 3 times a week using Pilates and cardio, and then is there a set date or a time that you'd like to achieve this by?
Christmas.
By Christmas.
Yeah.
So that's what? We're August, September, October,
4
November,
months.
December, Christmas. So 4 months.
Would that do it?
I think you've got a pretty good chance.
That'd be wonderful.
Would, just in time for Christmas.
Bikinis.
Yeah.
And pudding. Yeah.
So that is, let me just think if there's something else that we need to do. And I think that's everything I need from you today. So what we'll do is I'll go over this information and we'll set up another appointment maybe in the next few days if that suits you. And what we'll do is we'll take your measurements for your body size and measure everything so we can track the results as we go along. And see how you go, and we should be able to go through some of your program, and I can give you some tips and things and show you through the program that I'll write for you. How does that sound?
Sounds wonderful.
Oh, good.
It does, Stephanie.
So
yes.
When suits you?
For what?
For our next appointment to do the measurements in the program.
Well, either Monday or Wednesday.
Monday or Wednesday. How about Wednesday?
Yes.
Any preferable time?
No.
Okay. How about 11 in the morning?
That's lovely.
Okay. All right, Christina. Well, it was lovely meeting you today. Thank you very much for all this information and your time.
My pleasure.
Oh, good.